Rancor, Nero is going to claim the plant creature thing, getting a maneuver back, which he then promptly uses on Rising Zenith again. Which would be this. Ignore the first crit, but that's 29 to hit for 12 damage. No, not 12. 24 damage total.
Okay. It damages it heavily, but it is still alive somehow, barely.
Yeah.
But it is.
Yep, that is my. Do I have anything that I can actually use? No, I don't think I do. That is my turn.
Alright. Starting from the ones that are engaged with Zixos in battle, as it's their violet tendrils not only filter out but begin to lash out around them, trying to smack the nimble goblin. Yeah, both of them, because this is a natural weapon, they're not worried about that. So both of them will make a full round attack action against Zixos. Both of them have 4 tentacles, which means in total 8 attacks against Zixos.
Sure, you're looking for AC 19.
Alright, so 1, 2. Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm a moron.
Actually,
I'm a moron. They could have. They are not. I could have done it like that. Which means they are flanking. Which means it's 19, 25. Third attack.
I mean, I think the first attack would be hitting, then realizing it could be flanking and moved in, since you can 5-foot step during full attacks, but that's up to you.
I mean, okay, fair, because I didn't think about immediately. Okay, so the first one is miss, second one is 25, third one is miss, fourth one... Okay, let's see if I can confirm.
I'm gonna try and counter the fourth one, so let's see if I can do it.
Alright.
Yes,
Okay.
I do believe I counter it. But that's my immediate action and 1 hit.
Okay, so let's roll for the...
Actually, no, I didn't have my counter prepared, so I can't counter it. So yeah, no, all 2 hits and 1
I need
potential crit.
I need to see if actually I can confirm, because I might not. Yeah, not confirm. So like 2 normal hits, and remaining 4 attacks. 5th attack. Okay.
They do seem rather excited about murdering boss
Let's
Zixos.
see if I can confirm.
That is a confirm.
Okay, so 2 hits, 1 crit. That
They are
was-
rolling rather well. Oh dear.
That was 4 attacks. 5th. No wait.
219, 220,
Yeah, that was
5 attacks.
5th attack. So 6 attack, miss, 7 attack, and then last 8 attack. So hit.
I'd say I appreciate them rolling 2 nat 20s, 2 19s, and an 18 in 8 attacks, but I don't.
So that's a hit, crit, hit. Okay, so for normal hits, that's 1d4 plus 1. So 3 normal hits. 1, 2, 3. And then for the crit, it's d4 plus. Oh, so I just need to roll 2 more times, and that's for the crit.
Yeah.
Okay, and
2
because
HP in a dream.
because you were hit 4 times in total, these beings have a special ability called Rot. And because when you are struck, the portion of the flesh might start quickly rotting away. So I need 4 DC 15 fortitude saves.
Well, one of them's going to fail at least, but probably all of them. 2 successes, 2 failures.
Okay, I'm just gonna...
If you said 14, then it's only 1 fail, but still.
Oh yeah, I said 15, but yeah.
Yeah, the way I read
One
it,
failure.
I mean, this is not an effect that you save and you're like immune to it. It just is like continuous every time you get
Go
hit.
ahead.
Okay, so you were hit once with that, right? Or rather, you failed once. Okay, so you take 2 points of strength damage and 3 points of constitution damage.
Well, the con damage is kind of bad, but the strength damage is just amusing.
As the portion of the flesh that is struck with these tendrils begins to swiftly rot away, exposing raw bone and with shocking swiftness. Alright, and that was this fungi, and the last one that is buried alive with Nero, fighting against Nero. Fuck it, it's like it might as well it might as well try to use its ability because it didn't use it previously. So instead of trying to bite you again, Nero, the fungi in front of you, and this is extraordinary special ability, so I don't believe this provokes. Unleashes another real scream of madness.
Okay. That's a will save of what DC again?
Okay, yep. You and Zilor are in range, and that's DC 15 will save.
Fuck!
In a second. Come on, Skeet, scroll up.
Wait, what?
I rolled a 1 and I got a -1.
Oh boy. Okay, this time, however, the nauseation is for 3 rounds.
Bleh.
As this weird sound starts vibrating inside your brains, almost making you feel sick, and that's his thing. Azrak.
I will move to here, then kick Cherik.
Okay, Cherik, you're
Yes.
awoken.
Just stomps Cherik in the beak.
No, just solid kick to the chest with my heavy armored boot.
Right into the ribs.
Yeah. He'll wake up.
Kidney shots.
And he's less nauseated than the other guys.
Alright. Cherik kind of stirs awake. What happened? Did we win?
Yeah, your turn will come, but
No.
as you're like slowly beginning to take the sides, there are still some sounds of combat. However, there are dead enemies around you. Okay, so that will be Azrak's turn. This thing is fucking dead. Zillo, you're also nauseated.
Yep, so I'm just gonna move up to there, and that's my turn.
Right. Zixus. This fungi proved to be rather tedious enemies.
Alright, I'll be right back. I gotta get something to drink.
Okay.
Oh no, Donut, don't you do it.
What am I missing?
I wanna use what I call a forbidden technique, but if they hit me, I'm just dead.
Oh, you can come right back, right?
Yeah, but
I mean, that's the thing.
Yeah.
He already used on this day. He already used the immediate return, so he would. I mean, he would get back, but after like 2d6 minutes.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, is it my turn? Mhm.
Yeah, it is. I did.
Yeah,
Sorry if you
right.
didn't hear me.
Yes. Alright. What did I call this What did I call this combo? Yes. Yes. The 4 death. Roll and dagger opportunity as I activate a combo.
From one of them,
The one
right?
that can reach me. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Come on,
yeah,
don't do
because-
it. Don't
yeah,
you
yeah.
do it.
Okay,
Mhm.
I mean, I rolled well, but to be fair, they only have +4 to hit, so.
Yes. They need to roll a 15 or higher to hit me. They've just been rolling like gods, which is why I'm spooked. Whew.
Oh, thank God.
Oh heavens. Alright. Success. Sheets his blade for a moment, stepping out of the flanked range. Forgive me, master, I must go all out. No. Anyway. Uh, 4 deaths as I make first and foremost 2 attacks. 18. Actually, no. 18 versus AC, and the 12 obviously misses.
Against this one?
Yes, right in front of me.
Okay, 18 misses, 18 hits, 12 misses.
Okay. First takes 15 damage. He's still alive.
This one, no, as it takes 15 damage, it gets slashed into pieces.
All right. With 2 blows, quick as lightning, he cuts it in half, and then 2 more blows flies towards the other one in the distance.
This is so anime. I love it. Ugh.
I love it. This is-
Touch,
this is-
yeah,
I love
I'm
this
not have to like even bother checking because their touch AC is like shit.
thing. Yes. He
Like-
sends out 2 blades of lightning striking down it. Oh my god! Fucking hell.
With like 29, yeah. Like as it's
Dude.
basically the amount of electricity, like unlimited power, and it
No,
gets charcoaled
yes.
to fucking cinders.
Oh my god, that was way too fucking risky. If it hit me, I was just down for the countdown. My strength is fucking 4 right now. Anyway, that's my turn.
Aren't you glad you did it though? Aren't you glad you got that encouragement?
Donut,
Alright.
you were just going to laugh at me if I failed, didn't you?
I
was gonna laugh either way,
as
so.
you wake up. Yeah, you see that there is still one more enemy in combat. However, you do start out prone, so if you want to move, then you have to like spend half of your move action standing up, I believe. Or rather, sorry,
Nice.
half of your movement to stand up. That's what I meant.
It's a move action in Pathfinder, sadly.
Oh, yeah,
no.
I'm mixing it up.
Don't mind this roll. I was trying to figure out which flavor pack I should put in my water.
Okay. So, Cheruk, your turn.
Alright. Cher kind of gets back up, uses a movement action to get back up. Kind of looks around him confusedly at first, before seeing that the combat is still ongoing. So he draws his bow and shoots the cerebric fungus in front of Nero.
As
Alright.
Nero is currently retching.
Go for it. 15 is just enough to hit.
Alright, so that 4 piercing damage plus 3 fire damage.
Okay, while they are not vulnerable, they are not also resistant, so as the arrow hits almost directly into its shrieking mouth, it lights on fire, and then the fire quickly begins to spread around, as this thing had 6 hit points left. So with that attack, Cheruk managed to last hit the last enemy.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I get all my, well, it's the end of the encounter, so I get all my maneuvers back anyway, but it is what it is. Nero's going to spend the next 3 rounds just retching.
You see some electricity spark of success as he's just like gasping for air, walking back. Well, we did it. I agree. I very much agree, Nero. Mm,
How undignified.
mm-hmm. Well, I presume we all wait for Nero and Zillow to stop puking their guts out before collecting ourselves and turning to look at that wreck. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, you're back.
I figure by the time we're waiting on all of that, I'm probably
Yeah.
going to lose enlarge and shield, but by now.
Alright, so I'm gonna lower your token.
Yep.
Pew.
Ah,
Puny.
oh right,
Puny
I
god.
didn't change that. Should be fixed now.
Nice.
Yep. Alright. Well, in the meantime, I'm going to, since I only have 3 health left in my name. Come on, cheat. You can do it. Come on, big roll.
By the way, if anyone wants to make a knowledge checks regarding this, because this is like slightly different type of fungi, you can make a knowledge nature.
Sure.
Humorous individual indeed.
Stupid plants. Mm.
Stupid blank make me rotten or the thing. Okay, Cheryuk. Oh, Zillow even knows a lot. So, I mean...
I ate some, so I should.
Yeah, because it's dead. Yeah, because it's dead, I don't need to like recall its abilities. I mean, it's rot. I think I even already copied it, but just so like no. However, the more interesting thing for both of you, especially for Zil, because he's like doing potions and whatnot, it is possible to preserve venom from the fungi. It is not as it's not possible to retain its full potency. However, it is possible to do it like attain similar effect. So, but for that, this is like a specific rule for this venom. That preserving this venom somewhat requires a DC 25 craft alchemy check. And also that amount of regions.
Oh shit.
Alright, here goes. I think I can do it. Damn, I'm short.
Well, I'll proceed to tell them about my vision of the giant undead fucker.
Would it be possible for others to assist you with that?
They'd have to be trained.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no,
Yeah.
they want it. Craft doesn't need to be trained. They just need to get a 10.
That's amusing.
So it is a craft check.
Yes.
If you're
Alright.
trying to do this on your own, yes, but yeah, but also
It's
like
technically craft alchemy to assist him, so it's not any craft check.
Yeah, so it'd just be basically your wisdom.
Intelligence.
Oh,
Oh,
is it?
sorry.
Oh yeah, it's
Mhm.
intelligence. Whoopsie.
All right, intelligence roll.
yeah, but if you're trying to assist, then it's only like DC 10.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I can try.
So is there anyone else that can? I mean,
I will
nothing.
gladly try to assist.
Nothing.
I assist.
Okay, so with both of your assists, yeah, you get 25, and yeah, I guess you have like enough resources and skill to pull off preserving this fungi venom, which deals, or rather, the venom itself, it is like that. Mind you, the DC for Venom is not that super high, but it still is something. So that's the effect of the Violet Venom that you can preserve.
Alright.
And I'm gonna be, because I rolled very well, and I'm gonna be nice and say that this check will apply to both of them, so you have like 2 doses of
Oh, yeah.
Violet Venom.
For the future, for poison, you'd only need to make a save based off the frequency. And if you get hit with it again, you need to make the save not for damage, but if you fail it, the DC goes up. And the I forget if the duration stacks or if it resets. I think it resets.
Mhm.
So like that one would be there'd only be 6 saves for damage.
And luckily, I picked up the Harvester's kit, so I have containers to hold all this.
Obviously, the creature itself had like much stronger effect because it was like natural thing to
Mhm.
it, but this is like a diluted version. But it still is something potentially useful, maybe. Anyways, yeah, that's the thing with the crafting, and yeah, the scene is yours.
Nero, currently kneeling down, having just finished retching and a wee bit injured, does sort of speak to the group. It's usually not in my nature to do this, but I feel like perhaps we should withdraw.
You lot did seem to get quite beat up from those plants.
Here kind of pats Nero
Yes.
at his back, kind of giving him piece of comfort.
You missed the room full of undead and aberrations. Now that was a challenge.
Sadly, I was not able to climb the ceiling this time. But next time.
At least this time we were not frozen in place.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
So, Azric, what was this about the giant undead?
Yes, I wandered the dead realm for a bit, and yeah, there's a rather large, spooky, scary undead thing on this island.
Like
How big?
like how big? Like Sillal big?
I suppose anything is big enough when compared to the goblin here.
Hey! Ding.
Azrak will just kind of like walk out a 20 by 20 square.
Wow, nice measuring system you got going there.
So it is indeed just a bit bigger.
That is pretty big. Bigger than a giant.
That is not a shape. You failed me for the last time, roll 20.
Zach is disconnected.
It's been failing
Yeah.
everyone.
That big. One could even say it is twice the size of Zillow. when he's angry.
So 4 times the size of Silhult. Dun dun
Exactly.
dun.
10 times the size of
So
Zixus.
four Sillals stacked on each other.
The Silhult dome.
Up and out.
Oh no.
Height and width.
That's a lot of angry pigs.
Yes, it is.
It's like 16 zills, man. That's too much.
Do we know of any creatures that could be of that size?
Well, 16 zills. Mm.
Okay.
I like how I am now a unit of measurement.
Yeah.
This bad boy can fit 16 angry pigs.
This bad boy can fit so many Zillows, you wouldn't believe it.
We call it the bacon truck.
The bacon truck.
The bacon
wagon.
tray. The meat wagon, yes.
I mean,
So,
obviously there are big creatures that can, with their sheer size, that can bring terror. However, it is unheard of that an undead can be of, like, exist of that size.
I swear, if we're going to end up fighting at the Rask,
Undead Tarask.
at
This is not an
Fucking hate
undead
it.
Tarask.
a Lich,
Not yet. So yeah, Nero is again going to posit the question of, do we proceed or do we withdraw?
He wants to go back to home base to switch out his characters.
I mean, it's not the fact that we're just all fucks, but you know.
Well,
I feel
mean,
fine.
I mean, Sixers does look pretty banged up.
I think
tell
I
you
might
what-
go for a walk.
Tell you what, Chirk is going to volunteer to use his new fancy boots to scout ahead a bit. Not many creatures tend to look up when they look up on these parts.
God, those fucking adventurers don't. Yeah.
So, Chirk is going to sneakily move on up ahead.
I need a quick bro back.
Yep.
Toilet.
As Rex sees him gently move his feathered fingers along the seams of the new sandals that he's wearing, as he puts one foot on the wall and then another, except it doesn't fall down. As he activates his boots of spider climbing to scout ahead along the ceiling.
When did the burp come back?
He bought climbing shoes when you were away. That reminds me, we gotta figure out what exactly you bought, or were you still around for that session?
I was not there for buying anything.
I mean,
Okay, but-
we are saying buying, but that's essentially, you know, paying air quotes in material wealth for items that Ulfgar can craft you.
Right, so Jim, do you mind if I keep scouting ahead?
For now, as you're going ahead, you do not see anything unusual. There are still like more destroyed portions of the tunnels. Obviously, the area where the fungi were growing, and they are now uprooted. So you may continue.
Alright, so going over to this corner.
Okay, as you'll be like peeking around the corner, you'll be seeing that this place has like very heavy, although old-looking, scorch marks. Like this was a place where a lot of fire, a lot of burning was happening. You believe these piles at the end, they are like actually piles of ashes. And actually, I think without a roll, as you like take a moment to like observe, you would pick out several like charcoal burned skeletons that are somewhat
Yeah.
preserved.
Alright, so possible undead to encounter. Alright, in that case, he is going to continue on.
By the way, you can make me, although it's like because the DC actually for this is high, you can still attempt to make a perception check.
Which is my specialty. because
Mind
Ben
you,
is,
we are not in the
perception
jungle.
yep.
In the jungle, the mighty jungle.
22.
Yeah, sadly for the thing that this thing has, the DC is higher. Sadly.
All right. In that case, he's going to continue on.
However, with that 22, like you do not notice one thing, but essentially for now, for as much as you can see, you do not see any movement in the ashes. The skeletons themselves seem perfectly, still like normal dead skeletons, not undead. So that's that.
Right. Continue on to this room.
Okay. Here, however, is like another mostly empty. Empty chamber filled with nothing but dust, cobwebs, and whatnot. And it's pretty easy to figure out that you have essentially made a circle because you
Yep.
be getting back to this corridor.
All right. Back towards the others. So Chirk kind of walks along the ceiling, down the wall, and down back to the surface or the floor. All right. So, good news, good news, unknown news. I didn't find any visible enemies. I did, however, find a giant pile of burnt skeletons back that way, as he points around the corner.
More like a big pile of ashes and only a couple of skeletons, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Sorry, wanted to make sure.
So unless we're missing something in the underwater section, I think this should be fully explored instead. The route continues on towards the same section with all the murals.
To be fair, you didn't explore one section of the underwater, so...
He said that besides the underwater, since we can't explore underwater.
We can actually breathe underwater. but
Yep, we
more
don't need to
movement.
breathe.
No? Okay.
Yeah,
That's
I did recall that you actually... you didn't die at the very beginning of the campaign from lack of air because you don't have to breathe, because that's that the template gives you, that you do not have to breathe.
Well, then why don't we go investigate the underwater section?
To the water section.
Yeah,
Let's get out of here.
combat. Woo.
Mhm.
We'll let the
Who said
orc
I'm going
lead
to
the
swim?
charge.
You
we're
just
going-
need 16 pounds to walk across the bottom of anything.
Yeah, but it's still half damage unless you got piercing weapons.
Just take a -4.
No, no. If you don't have a piercing weapon, you do half damage.
No,
Yeah.
But you can take a -4 to your attack roll to change your damage type.
Oh yeah.
I mean, suppose, but yeah. And then you're
Otherwise
taking
it's-
-6 to hit because -2 penalty to hit underwater as well.
Then it counts as a piercing weapon, so the -2 penalty for underwater doesn't count. So it's just
Actually, a
Alright.
good point.
I think you still take the -2 for just being underwater.
that, and I have a sword. I can stab with it.
Mhm.
Yeah, so you still take the -2, but even with a piercing weapon, but at least with a piercing weapon, you still get full damage.
Mm-hmm. So
Okay.
-6 to hit, but yeah.
One more thing before we delve into the last section. Cherry, because you are the one that actually, observed the room. If you want, you may make a knowledge religion check.
The Norse religion. One second.
Mhm.
15.
Okay, with a 15, you cannot recall exactly to which god or deity or being it might be dedicated to, but the general feeling that you have gotten from this room is that it wasn't like a disposal ground. This was more like a small sacrificial chamber slash altar with fire as a main thing used to sacrifice beings. So something
Well
that's not exactly good aligned.
Yeah. Demon worship.
What do you mean? All good priests burn people to death. Don't you agree, Zach?
I mean, there was that Saranre priest that wanted to sacrifice a living goblin to his god.
God fucking damn it. Ugh.
Yeah. Essentially, the combat will be triggered. You may place your tokens around this line, and then you may reroll your initiative. Because as you'll be going through the water, deeper into this corridor, your sight will catch the figure of another water elemental. I wanted to say water elemental. What? Yeah, water elemental, and it's probably not the only one, but okay. I'm just gonna roll once for all of them. They have shit initiative, and they rolled shit, so all's good. I mean, the fungi got all the good rolls, so okay. Yeah, as you beginning to go into this corridor, your vision as you peer through this somewhat murky water, you catch the sight of a creature that looks as combative as the ones that you have encountered at the start. So yeah, combat again is afoot, and again Nero the Ghostia rolled the highest, so you begin.
Okay. So underwater is what, half speed? Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me just quickly have a look here. So, fuck. And it's close range. Son of a bitch. Okay. Well, going to move here because that's really what I can do. And let me have a quick look. Going to, is this how I think it's going to go? Going to, I need to quickly just check see if it's the first attack or is it just for this round. Made during, okay, it's during this turn, so that's not applicable. I am, however, going to prepare a standard action for if one of the water elementals gets close.
Very well. Okay, that's your turn?
Yep.
Okay, Zillow.
Alright. I'm gonna move up to there. And ready if anything comes by, I'm gonna just
Alright. Yeah. No, that ambient doesn't work. Okay, Azrak.
I double move.
Okay. Yeah, on one hand, you have no problem moving on the surface, or rather, being weighted
On the
down
ground, on the floor.
On the floor. On the other hand, your speed, well.
Yep.
Yeah. Cheruk.
Now I need to double check on this.
Yeah, range attacks get quite a few penalties.
Alright, so one of my second level boosts says Feel the Wind, which says that it overcomes environmental difficulties for range combat. Does that cover underwater combat?
Do
What
you
is
have a means of copying the text?
Yeah, 1 second. Such as high winds and storm and rain.
I can tell you
Yeah.
if I can see the actual text.
Huh. Honestly, my first thought, going off my instinct, I would say I'm more inclined towards saying no.
I mean,
because like high gust of wind is a variable, but being underwater is not a variable. It's like a state.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'd
to
say
be
that's
fair,
something
it also says variable. It's like -2 per 5 feet. That is a variable. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's a boost. So. Mm-hmm. But yeah,
Oh.
it's very much up to you.
Yeah, I would say sadly this specific case is somewhat like weird, but I would say sadly it's like for example, if you like had that the fight at the beginning of the campaign we had at the ship during the fucking storm that probably had like gusts of wind, fucking waves of water going around, so it had plenty of environmental variables that would like make it harder to make attack range attacks. So that would definitely count, but here it's like you are in the like underwater, so it's not like
Alright, just had to make sure. In that case, Churka is going to swim 10 feet over here and make a ready action to shoot the next water elemental that comes into range, like 20 feet away.
yeah, because the penalty is like -2 per 5 feet of water.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Zixus.
Ready action and turn.
All right. So, similar to what we have experienced at the start of this underwater temple, that the elementals that when they see you, they begin to recklessly charge at you. They are not turning into vortex because, as I mentioned last time, fuck those rules for vortex and whirlwind. It's like 3 pages of text, and I'm like, fuck that. Okay, so however, apart from those two that were, because initially as you come in, it seems like they were like faced like here, but obviously like you are moving through water, so on the edge they like notice vision someone approaching, and yeah, so you see those two, and they will be like, actually, let's see those two whom they will attack. 1 Nero, 2 Azrak, 3 Zixos. So 1 goes for Zixos, like that, probably. Yeah, definitely triggering attack. The other one will go for Azrak, going like that. So, however, we can resolve that now. So.
Okay, that would provoke then. Well, that's not provoke, but it would trigger his ready action, which was a Rising Zenith Strike. Of course, because we're underwater, take off 2 from this sense motive check. So +1, basically 22.
Okay, I need to double.
If it's a sense motive check, would you technically get the -2?
It is technically an attack roll. I would argue to fuck myself.
Okay.
There we go. And the exact same sort of query about is it technically I think it was in regards to criticals, but yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you're attacking this one, right? Oh wait, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, Zixos rolled first. So, okay, Zixos attack this one. 28 to hit, which
It's,
hits.
26 to hit, and it deals thunder damage. As I spend a point to change all the damage to thunder damage.
Yeah.
Mhm.
However, they are not vulnerable to thunder damage.
Yes, but they are, also not. I don't take the penalty for slashing damage, so.
Yeah. Okay. So that's 16, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they are still alive. Okay, and then 21 to this one hits.
Yeah, and then for 32 damage because of Rising Zenith.
Okay, that is enough to. Because your dearest normally deals full damage, right?
Yeah, it's a rapier, so piercing.
Yep. Okay, and Zix has changed his thing. Okay. However, those two are not the only ones, as deeper in the chamber, all their elementals are swarming through. They have 90 feet of swim speed, so they will be able to get to you no problem. And let's see. Would they go 1 Nero, 2 Axrak? So seeing that the spot has been freed by one of its fallen brothers.
So I'm guessing that provokes my attack.
Not provokes, but triggers, because...
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
So 20 feet, so minus 4. So 19 to hit.
Yeah. 19 does hit. However, because of the terrain and... Yeah, I would say that's probably this, like, fire damage doesn't really work in here. But it is a hit. For piercing, so for 4. Okay, however, yep. And this one still... Yeah, actually I didn't, because this one's still alive, so now it's... Actually, let me move the other ones. So the other ones will be swarming like that.
Aha!
And the last one. Yeah, for now the other one will... go like that. And prepare in case something pushes through. Actually, like that. In case something pushes through and gets in range. Okay, now, and for the attacks of those that have managed to survive, yeah, all of them will attempt to slam attack their respective targets.
Slam!
Okay, starting from the lower, so Zixos, slam attack against you. 23 to hit.
That's a hit. I'm gonna try use an immediate action to tumble out of the way. Roll the damage, and I'll roll on athletics.
Remember, you can use ally shield as well.
Oh, actually, you know what? In which case, I'll do that. I'll do that instead. But
Let me.
is that? I don't know if that's enough to dodge, though. Yeah, it's just +2.
Yeah.
Which sadly isn't enough.
Fair
Alright. In which case, I'll use the best goblin feat in the game. Zach, can you guess which one that is?
Roll with it.
Yep. Uh-huh.
It's
And
such a
gets-
glorious spell.
As Sixers try to dodge out of the way and it gets swept out by the water current, gets sent back 10 feet. That's a fucked up movement, but yeah, back 10 feet. Dodging the attack.
Okay. Okay, the other one attacking Azrak. Miss. And the third one attacking Nero.
I'm tempted to counter that anyways.
I fucking
Okay,
There it
no, that
goes.
hit. That
Uh,
definitely hits.
rolling
The
to see
trip continues.
if I can confirm. Nope. Not one, not 20 followed by not one. Okay, so the damage is. Did I roll properly? Yeah, d8 plus 4. Okay,
Okay, so 6, cool.
and it is your turn.
Okay, let's see how we're gonna go about this. Nero is going to mark this one. Do I want to do that?
I just thought of something stupid.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Nero's going to mark that, and then he is going to use.
My shield does piercing damage because of shield spikes.
Yeah.
Nero is then going to use this Scything Strike. Ignore the cast level and concentration. I get rid of that every single fucking time, but it always comes back. So add +1 to attack and damage for this.
Ah, fuck.
Well, that's a miss anyway, so it's whatever.
Yeah, that's on me. I also forgot about their water mastery. They would be rolling with +8 to hit, but never mind. I already forgot about that. But yeah, 10,
well-
10 or 11 is a miss.
Yeah, that misses. So Nero is then gonna 5-foot step back, opening the way for Zillow.
Yeah, they
And that is my turn.
Alright.